Since the start of the war in Ukraine, almost 100,000 Ukrainian refugees have come to the UK under the Homes for Ukraine scheme. They can come here if they're sponsored by a household who get £350 a month from the government for up to 6 months. Nearly 30,000 Ukrainians have been here for that time, according to analysis by BBC News. And now they and their host families are having to make difficult decisions about the future. The government says they have a number of options, like renting privately or finding a new sponsor. And they say councils have a duty to ensure they have somewhere to go. Our special correspondent Lucy Manning reports.
That's her. That's her, isn't it?
Yeah.
March, Stansted, safety.
Hello.
Claire and her family sponsored Elena and her daughter Diana from Irpin. They couldn't let go of each other.
Oh my God. Tired. Okay.
But after 6 months in Essex, it is time to go.
That's fine, just put it on the...
But to where?
So what are you going to do?
I've got no idea. I won't be kicking them out tomorrow because, you know, that would just be completely unreasonable. The government were very much, people of UK, open your doors, we'll be supportive of you. And they haven't been. My hosting commitment of 6 months is over.
Calls to the council and local MP have brought no viable solutions.
Well, just let down. As I say, it's caused me enormous amount of stress because I don't want to see my guests homeless. By the same token, for personal reasons, I do need to see an end to them living with us.
22-year-old Diana first stayed with Claire as a child when she came with the Chernobyl Children's Charity. The return here, forced by war, hasn't been easy. Host and guests are pleased the sponsorship happened, but there have been strains.
Is it stressful for you to know that you have to move?
Yes, it's stress for me because I understand I live here, so my time finish, and I understand Claire because home little.
Elena now has a job, so wants to stay in the area, but worries rent will be too expensive.
Across the country, families opened up their homes to Ukrainians, but by the end of this month, nearly 30,000 will have been here for 6 months, and that number will only rise. In Oxfordshire, Anna, a mathematician from Donetsk, and her 2 children have been sponsored by Jane and her husband Nick.
Can I take a glass?
Getting on well, but next month will be the end of the sponsorship period.
I think we feel guilty because it's hard to end a commitment. If it was recognised at the beginning, we are just refuge. We are not here to provide accommodation for as long as the war goes on for. I think more thinking along those lines would have been helpful, both for our thinking and the government.
They are trying to find new sponsors nearby so the children can stay in their schools.
I'm worried that if we don't find accommodation, I'll be forced to impose change on my children again. There is a difficult journey ahead of them. They don't have roots, and another change would be a blow for them.
The war isn't over, so neither is their exile. Lucy Manning, BBC News.